Hello, Blackhawks Nation. Welcome to Blackhawks Daily, your favorite recap of the daily buzz around your Chicago Blackhawks. I'm your host, PJ, and let's get into the top four topics of today. And again, your boy is fighting a cold, so I really do apologize if I'm not up to my usual peppy 100%. But I'm doing it. I'm trying. I'm really trying. So, up first. In case you're wondering, there are not going to be any strikes in the NHL for a while, which is awesome news. It's officially a done deal. The NHL and the NHLPA ratify a new collective bargaining agreement. There will be labor peace in this league for 5 more seasons at least. So this morning, Tuesday, the NHL and the NHLPA jointly announced the new 4-year collective bargaining agreement is now done. The full membership of the NHLPA signed off, as did the NHL's Board of Governors, so the deal gets done a full year before the current CBA expires, which is fantastic for the sport, and also everyone involved, all the players, the teams, everyone, the fans especially. The new CBA is being locked in means that the 26-27 NHL regular season will now consist, moving forward, it will consist of 84 games. 2 more than the 82-game schedule the league has been using since 95-96 season. So 84 games. Whew. Them legs are going to be tired, but it's going to be fun. It's a lot of hockey, folks. It's a lot of hockey out there, but those guys are going to be doing it. It's going to be good. All right, so let's talk about Baddard's contract and the old restricted free agent contract. So what will his new RFA contract extension possibly look like? I'm not a seer. I'm not an oracle, but there's some people out there that like to pontificate about it. And there's a lot of people out there way smarter than I. So Shayna Goldman of The Athletic, New York Times, states that, and I'm just going to read what she said. She said, players that drafted first overall in the draft class, 1, are thought to have the highest ceiling, obviously, right? That makes sense. And 2, are expected to hit that ceiling sooner. So that can create a high pressure situation for a player early in their career, and sometimes it's a burden that they have to carry alone. Most lottery winning teams are in a rebuilding phase, so that top pick usually isn't joining a roster flush with high-end talent. Sound familiar? Instead, they're dropped into a situation expected to be the difference. And that can weigh on their game and create some wrinkles in their long-term outlook. The Blackhawks haven't done the best job in supporting Baddard in Chicago, which has amplified some of his shortcomings. Baddard's defense is a weakness that has been exposed in tough minutes over the last couple of years. And that could explain why his offensive impact got a little stagnant this past season. Evolving Hockey points to a $10.6 million AAV over the next 8 years, which is true superstar money for someone his age. Remember, he's not even 20 yet. It's soon to be, but not yet. It's above what Baddard is projected to be worth over that span, but could easily change if he starts hitting his stride more consistently. And remember, we've been talking about it. He's been working towards that, so he could be coming in really high. Baddard's top comps both suggest it's possible, from Eichel, who thrived despite his surroundings, and Clayton Keller, whose skill took a little more time to translate at this level consistently. But there aren't a ton of close matches to base decisions on in Baddard's case, which adds another element of uncertainty to the situation. So even with those question marks, the most likely outcome is a long-term deal, with management chalking up any shortcomings to his surroundings based on how most teams manage franchise players. I tend to agree with her. I think it's going to be a long-term contract. I think he's going to get paid handsomely. And he's going to deserve it, right? He is the star. We have to lock him in. If he works on this defensive game and becomes a true 200-foot player, the sky's the limit with this kid, right? I mean, he's so natural. So it's going to be really interesting. This year is the year where it's going to be up for the Hawks to put the right players around him and to see where he could really start going, right? We're not going to be really contending, but I think this year is going to be seeing where Baddard can actually start having the team mold around him and where he can start exerting his influence. So it's going to be a very interesting year this year. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. All right, next up, speaking of people around him, Anton Fondell. So this young man, picked third overall in the draft, has a fork in the road ahead. He's clearly a pivotal piece for their future, but there's some uncertainty as to what to do with him this year. So we have two very clear choices for him. One is easy. He can stay in Chicago. He can earn a spot on the team, which we talked about yesterday, something that Blashill loves, right? He loves players earning their stripes, earning their playing time, earning their place. The other is to go back to Sweden, where he was killing it, and get another year under his belt. Scott Powers from The Athletic stated his thoughts this way. The more I hear about the Blackhawks, the more I hear about what the Blackhawks think of the number 3 draft pick, Anton Fondell, the more I think he's going to stick with them out of training camp. How he does in Tom Curver's prospect showcase could be an early indication. In the case of Fondell, the Blackhawks are likely going to give him an opportunity to make the team, meaning he'll likely play a lot in preseason games too. With the focus being so much on development and playing young players this season, there's really no downside for him being in the NHL. And true, no arguments there. He's already pretty much NHL ready. He's got the size. Let's get him in. Spending time with Nazar, spending time with Baddard, with everyone else on the team, getting in the mix, getting used to being around all these great players, just getting in that NHL atmosphere and meshing with everyone's only gonna bode well for this kid. So, plus we need his size. We need him in front of the net, right? Just soaking up them pucks, putting them in. I think it would be great. So he's gonna be a keeper for sure. Last but not least, we got some more viewers, more people chirping in. Love it. It's always good. Tom F 3256. Yesterday we were talking about the goalie situation. We were talking about Mr. Soderblom being going to arbitration. He said it's not likely that Soderblom's going anywhere. He's still a restricted free agent. The Blackhawks hold his rights. The arbitrator will decide if for the Hawks' offer or Soderblom's. The Hawks will have to completely walk away and make him a free agent. They won't do that, or they wouldn't have made a qualifying offer. He will be in Chicago, which, you know what? Cooler heads prevail, Tom. That's a good point. Sometimes I get a little excited. Right? Because all I thought about was, oh my gosh, all we have is one goalie, and then who do we have as a backup if we lose Mr. Soderblom? So that's a good point. Thank you for calming me down. That's good. And then we had a couple of people who just want to talk about Siebes, Mr. Seabrook. We got Beans 7014. Love Seabrook. Hope he comes to Chicago to coach with Keith one day. Would that not be awesome? Talk about the best coaching tandem of all time. Well, we would have the best. That would be awesome if they would come and coach for the Hawks. And then Dave 5857 did say, loved Seabrook until I delivered to his house back in 2013, and he gave me $5 on a $60 order. Cheapskate. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah. You know what? I wish he gave you more money. We are only hearing your side, Dave. Maybe you weren't nice to him. I don't know. But given the fact that he is a multimillionaire, he probably could have given you a bigger tip for sure. So yeah, I don't know. That sucks. I'm sorry you didn't get a bigger tip, bud. that is sad. But hey, at least you got to meet him. That's pretty cool. So thank you guys. Thank you for writing in. I really do appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. It's awesome to be able to get your hot takes. So that is a wrap for the day, folks. Really appreciate it. Please let me know. Just keep writing in. I think it's so much fun to get the feedback. It helps make sure that I make this show as good as possible and serves your purpose, right? I'm just a fan, just trying to do the best that I can. Just want to rally the Blackhawks Nation and try to lift up this original six team as best as we can. I know that you guys, if you're tuning in, you're avid fans. I'm an avid fan. We just want to get this team back to its prominence that they deserve. And thank you for being on this journey with me. So please tune in every weekday for your Blackhawks Daily. Get your download, impress your friends and neighbors. And then while you're at it, please like and subscribe and share about the channel. Tell your friends. Tell them to tune in. Tell them to subscribe. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. That's really cool. And again, thank you for being on this journey with me. It's a lot of fun. So that's it for today. I'm PJ, and I will see you next time on Blackhawks Daily.